What does it mean to be a Christian in America and in a world of tremendous poverty? My name is Ryan and I live in Philadelphia. What does the Bible say about how we should live our lives? I tell you the truth, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers of mine, you did for me. He's identifying with the poor. He's saying, these people matter to me, so much so that how you treat them is equal to how you treat me. There's this sort of eternal significance to the way people approach the poor. I came to Philadelphia as a student in fall of '96. Over time, I was invited to Spirit and Truth Fellowship, which is in the Hunting Park neighborhood of Philadelphia. And I fell in love with the church and also their approach to the neighborhood. So as I got more involved, I eventually moved into this neighborhood and I've been living here since 2000. Hunting Park is a neighborhood in North Philadelphia. It's a typical urban neighborhood, very dense population. It's considered low income. My plan was just to move back to Indiana when I came in here. I was just planning to graduate and go home. But then over time, I began to feel more connected to the story of this particular place, that I might have a part in that story. I've just taken it very personal, the idea that God loves Hunting Park and that He's really rooting for the transformation of this place and to restore people back to God and to restore people back to each other, and just to be part of that kind of healing process is really important to me. Last summer I was really worried about my finances and I was just trying to figure out how to stay within my budget on a pretty low salary. One of the things I had to do then is just examine my relationship with money. So as I've made my way to the scriptures, I just happened to be reading in Isaiah 58 that if you spend yourself on behalf of the poor, and then that's how your community is strong. That's how your nation is strong. He goes on to say you'll be known as like the repairer of broken walls and restorer of homes, and all these things about your community. It's really interesting. As God is working in communities, He's using us. So anyways, that kind of messed with my head, and I just kind of started thinking a lot about it. And so I decided that I would spend some time just eating a bowl of rice a day, because there are many people who exist on a bowl of rice or even less on an average day. So I just decided that I was going to do that, eat that diet, and just sort of in solidarity with the poor, and also for myself to just fast and pray and ask God to sort of open my eyes. I think it's a very normal thing for Christians to want to pray and fast, and I've never really done that, so I just decided that this was how I was going to do it. I started on January 1, this rice diet. Did that for about 5 months, so I figured, so let me set up a little web page and announce to people, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, pause. Ryan is going to eat only this meal once a day, every day, until he's raised $1 million for hunger-related causes. Part of it was that I wanted to start a conversation. I wanted to see if other people were interested in the same things and what their thoughts were. But also, just figured I might as well take the experience and the energy that I'm putting into it and use it to actually make a difference in terms of some of the issues involved. So put on a little Facebook cause thing to raise money, and then gave that money away to some of these organizations who are doing hunger relief around the world. I'm going to keep doing this for as long as I can, and I would really love to sort of get up to that mark of $1 million. I don't know if that's possible, but I think it is possible, and that's partly why I'm doing this. So, all right, peace out. Anybody can make an impact. If you can get 5 people on your block to care about an issue, then you've accomplished something. Some of it is even just challenging within your own circle of friends. Look at the Bible together. What does it say? I don't have money, but what I do have is like 600 friends on Facebook and a bunch of email lists. So why not use that to try to help other people? So a lot of fear was there, but at the same time, there was this sort of gut level sense that this is a good thing and this is something that's right for me to do. A lot of things were going on in myself. I was learning a lot. I was changing my behavior, just more conscious about things, and even I had conversations with kids in the neighborhood about why are you only eating rice. There's a lot of sort of very productive things were happening in my personal world. I wouldn't say that I failed. I certainly failed to raise $1 million, but we raised $7,000. That's $7,000 of help. There are people out there that I've met who got food that was bought with the donations that were raised. And those people literally have nothing else to eat. One of the things you can do to best serve others is pursue God yourself personally. And then He'll put on your heart. If there's some neighbor who is really struggling or something like this, then as you pursue God in your own life, He will, I think, draw you to those situations. Once He puts that seed in your life, I think He's passing the torch to you. He's passing the baton to you. He says, all right, run with this. Use your skills. Use your connections. Pull people in with you. Whatever you do, do it for my glory and do it with the best of your ability. If you want to know Jesus, you've got to read the Bible. The biggest component is then just pursuing that relationship. What is the Bible saying? And what might God be calling you to do?